Okay guys, well we've got this fairly well down the track now, but I'm not quite happy with a little bit of play between the block and the new tool holder. So I'll zoom you in and talk about what we're going to do to try and solve that problem. Okay, so we've got not a bad fit here, but there is just, you can probably hear that, just a very slight amount of movement between the tool post and the holders, and I can get a 2.5 thou gauge in here. So I'm using this surface here as my test surface. Right, there's a 2.5 thou feeler gauge, and I can get a 2.5 thou gauge in there. If I put that gauge in, the rock disappears totally. So we've got 2.5 thou in here. I can't get a 4 in there, and a 3 is a tight fit. So and there's no clearance here. You'll have to take my word on it. There's no clearance there, or on this surface. There's no clearance on that surface there, or that one, or that one. So we have 2.5 thousandths in here. I've been struggling a little bit to decide how to fix it, and my thoughts at the moment are that if I remove a very small amount of this surface, that will allow the whole block to hinge down in that direction and take up this 2.5 thousandths of space. Now I realise that this is a one-way street, because if I can't put it back on again. I probably should be happy with that, because when it's clamped down with these clamps, it's going to be tight. However, we've come this far, and it will be nice to get it right. So I'm going to start the shaper again, and I'm going to take the smallest amount of material that I can off the surface here, and then re-measure that clearance. If the clearance is reducing, then I know I'm on the right track. If the clearance is increasing, we'll have to leave it. So we'll do that now. Right, so we're just very slowly moving in our cross slide. In fact, I'm just measuring the clearance between the tool post, between the tool and the work, and the feeler gauge. Right, we're just about touching now. That was a 2 thou gauge. Bumping the hand wheel until we touch. Well, we're just touching now on the back stroke. cutting say around 1/1000th or less. Got about 100 thou to go. I almost did 3mm. That's it. Right, the proof of the pudding will be, do we reduce our rock or make it worse? Right, we made it better, I think. Still some rock there, but it's less. I'll just turn the motor off so you can hear it. So the proof of the pudding will be, here's our 2.5 thou feeler gauge. Right, well I can still get the 2.5 thou in, but it's definitely tighter than it was before, which is good. And the 2.5 thou gauge gets rid of the rock totally. Yes, that 2.5 thou gauge is now, there it is there, 2.5 thousandths. And it's now a tight fit and it's hard for me to get it in that slot, whereas before it was a bit easier. Right. So we'll repeat the exercise. I'm just going to put some bluing on that surface so I can see how I'm going. Right, so I've honed the tool and I'm starting again. In business. finish that I would have liked. The Stutz tool's still a little bit pointed. But it's not bad. It's not bad in terms of bad. It's just slightly ridgy. It's not as good as that top surface, for example, which I did with a good round nose tool. Yes. Success. We have no rock at all. Let's turn the motor off so you can hear that. So there is no rock there at all, and let's have a look at the bluing. Now I know that the perfectionists like yarn would have scraped this, but it's a tool post holder. Right, we've got some contact on here, good contact on there, good contact on there, which you can probably see, and good contact on here. Yep, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to stone this a little more, because probably the reason for the minimal contact on this surface is because of one or two small ridges. So we'll do that. Move the camera. Got enough blue there. It even sounds good. Ah, right, we now have good blue contact on that back surface, which you can't see. Yes, okay, I know that I was a bit liberal with the blue there, so we'll wipe it off and start again. Yes, that's good. I'm happy with that, very happy with that. I'll see if I at the risk of having a shaky camera, I'll bring you in. Right, so there's the blue on that outside surface and on the inside surface and on there and on there. So I'm quite happy with that, because these ways, I suppose you can call them, were all cut by measurement from this surface with a dial gauge, with a pair of calipers, which is not easy at the best of times. And so by the time we got across to this surface, it was quite a long way away.